So during the process of admission, what needs to be submitted? This is the certificates required basically. What you need to get ready now for Haryana. The NEET PG scorecard, application form. Once you fill in the application form, you can get it. Date of birth proof, matriculation, 10th, 12th, usually any board that you belong to, that certificate needs to be there. It will have your date of birth for sure. MBBS degree certificate should be there. Internship completion certificate, character certificate from the head of the institution for first class magistrate. This is required. This is a specific requirement for Haryana. So please get that. Candidates who are coming through All India quota to join Haryana do not need this. For that only MCC certificates are required. Okay. This is for Haryana state quota. So don't get confused with whether I need it for All India quota Haryana seats. I get PGMS through All India, I don't need that. Registration certificate from the state medical council. Any state registration certificate is required. You don't need to have a Haryana registration. Don't get confused. Across India, that is the rule. Caste certificate issued by Haryana authority. If you are taking a BCA, BCB, income certificate is also required. If you are belong to BCA, BCB categories. EWS certificate, different criteria for state. Resident certificate, this is, we'll show you the different forms depending upon the different categories you might fall under for resident certificate claim. Certificate of dependent, freedom fighters, ex-servicemen certificates if applicable. Proof of identification, any one of these. Even ration card and Parivar Pension card is, Patra is sufficient. Recent passport size photographs, preferably those used for the NEET form, and for FMGE candidates, FMGE results. How are FMGEs eligible? Again, FMGE, if they produce a resident certificate, are eligible for, resident certificate needs to be produced, then they are eligible for Haryana state quota. In-service candidates, there is a length of service needs to be mentioned and it needs to be approved by the authority. PWD disability center certificate and allotment letter that needs to be downloaded. All these need to be carried in original. Obviously the NEET application form, PG scorecard and allotment letter are all printouts, but the rest of them have to be carried in original and submitted during the time of admissions. Now resident certificate, these are the formats. The Haryana prospectus clearly mentions all these formats. We are not getting into this in detail. Depending upon which particular resident criteria you fall under, you will get these certificates, and it is also clearly mentioned who has to sign it depending upon the criteria. Like for example, this person studied in the school for these many years. You can get it from them for a resident certificate. That needs to be signed by the principal of the school. So that is very clearly mentioned over here. Depending upon where you studied, you can just get it. This is the certificate for scheduled caste. Scheduled caste usually is a printed certificate that you have. You can also use that.